Hello, I'm Marion LaSalle, Chief Connector here at the Referral Business Builders. And today I'm happy to introduce a very good friend who I just met, which is so cool. I love that. Her name is Tanya Hulett. And Tanya, we're really glad to have you here introducing yourself to the Referral Business Builders community. How are you today?
Oh, I am absolutely excited to be here.
Oh, well,
Absolutely. I'm
good.
glad I found this community. This is going to be awesome. I've met so many great people so far, so I look forward to meeting everybody else.
Yes, and that's really what it's all about is getting to know the community, the collaborations and the joining together with ideas. One of my favorite things that Referral Business Builders does is a book club that is every Monday morning at 7:30, and we're we're always coming up with a new book that really it's supposed to be for business, but believe me, it covers everything. It helps me personally. I was listening this morning when I was at the gym, just to going, and it just reminded me about all the connections that I've made here at Referral Business Builder. So welcome, and let's get right into why did you decide that you were going to build your business? So your vision for creating a safe and welcoming community really shines. It really does. From what you tell me to what I read, and I'd like to know what inspired you to start this.
Well, as a kid, I had different ideas in my head, and this is focusing more on a spiritual, and we're going to put the whole mind, body, soul into it. But um, I have a master's in chemistry and a bachelor's in biomedical science, and that's kind of off the cuff. People wouldn't think that that would be the direction that what I would go is what I'm doing now. But the whole fact is that they all intertwine with each other if you understand both sides of the picture. But as a child, things would happen to me or things that I would do, and there just really wasn't a safe space to really talk about things without people thinking you're a little cray cray.
Yeah.
And
Or you're
so,
not allowed to talk about that. That's
yeah,
against our religion. Like, what?
yeah.
You
So
can't talk
our
about.
absolutely. And so, just as growing up and being an adult, every time I would go have a difficult time, I would go back to a lot of inner reflection, which brings in a lot of that spiritual and looking at different things. So that's kind of what got me into it. And so the more I learned and the more I connected the dots between the scientific side and the spiritual side to it, it really does all kind of fall into place. And so that's kind of what got me started. Beaming Love and Light came about. I actually started a couple of years ago, and the reason why I started it was because some friends of mine have a retreat center down in Cold Springs. And so I was driving probably about an hour, about 3 times a week to go up to the Cold Springs area to go to this retreat center. And Wednesday nights we had a meditation. And so I would I would gather as I find people, and I'm really active business wise in our community. So as I'm going to chamber events and I'm talking to people and they don't know, every facet of me, they would go, I would say, oh, well, I'm, going to meditation tonight. We're doing a drum circle or whatever. And they go, oh, and they kind of spark up, oh, maybe that's why, I just want to be around you all the time because really we're thinking a lot of the same things, even though we're not sharing it out loud. And so I started pulling in a group of people from my area and we would carpool, sometimes 5 or 6 of us to Cold Springs to go to meditation every Wednesday night. So, you start building your tribe or your community by pulling these people in once you start, even if it's just a little bit and opening up to people. And what I'm finding is that there's not really a safe space for a lot of people to come and really talk about what really is going on in your head, and just to have that space. So I decided that I would open up Beaming Love and Light, and so we hold, you know, I just want to create a safe space for people to be able to talk about what they're thinking about,
I love
even
that.
even if it's not what I believe in. We all need to have the world needs to have a safe space to be able to share ideas and to be able to agree to disagree on things. But that's the way we're all going to grow, is to be able to do that.
You talk about loving the mind, the body, and the soul, and I love that. I love that the kitty cats and the doggies show up. I think that's great. I would like to know how you help people achieve that in their daily lives. Can you give us an example?
Yeah, so
You kind of did, but maybe a more specific one.
This is what you have to understand about true healing. True healing, we think about healing, we have to heal that physical body. And yes, we can do things to heal that physical body, but in order to have true feeling, you have to align not even the mind to it. Because if you're in a mindset that this is not going to work, you can leave that in there. That's okay. I've got cats.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay. Anyway.
What were we saying?
We're looking deep into the soul of the cat there.
Yes.
Anyway, so we heal the physical body, we start to feel better. But if we don't truly know, right? If we don't truly believe in what we're doing is working, then we'll get to a certain point, but we'll never get to true healing where it's gone. And so in order to do that, not only do you have to physically heal your body and treat your body well, but you also mentally have to think about the thoughts that are going into your head. You have to know how to reframe it, how to make it think in your favor, okay? And then you have to align that with the spiritual. So it's a whole. For true healing, you have to have all of those parts. You have to have the physical, the emotional, the spiritual, and all of those have to align to have true healing, 100% healing. And so that's what I try to do, bring in different concepts with that. So I do that by doing sourdough classes. Sourdough is good for your gut. We do salad in a jar classes where I'm talking physical part. We talk about nutrition. I do bingo for your health. Different things like that. For the mind, we do meditations. We do different types of meditations because not everything works for everybody. And not even if you find that one thing works for you now, next week, that thing may not work because you're in a little bit of a different mindset, different things are coming. So you may have to try a different tool. So I like to give people different tools that they can put into their toolbox to help them in whatever situation that they're in. And then the spiritual side too, doing different ceremonies, talking about spirit, what you can do to go deeper and really deeper in yourself. To be able to listen to what spirit says to your heart. So
I love everything you're saying. It's just absolutely, hitting right here. And I know our community is probably going to love hearing this as well. I have one final question, and it's about our community here at Referral Business Builders. We have a lot of different types of people that come in that either are looking to start a business or they already have a business. Sometimes they're still working and they want to start something, or they've started something on the side hoping to get rid of the 9 to 5 and start something of their own. And this to me sounds a lot like what a lot of people need, especially when they're trying something new or they want to try something new. But let's focus on you. Okay, I would like to know what kind of collaborations or relationships that you're hoping to build within our community, because that's what we're all about, collaborations and growing together.
Yes, thanks for asking that. So my big thing is that I want to grow community myself. So I don't want to have to do all of the workshops myself, and I do things in person and online. So what I'm looking for, especially with my newsletter that has all my events, right now I want to help people share their events and help my community grow with them, just to expose people to more things that are out there, more tools, more just to get different ideas out there to be able to share them. So I think what I really want from this community right now is to be able to collaborate with people to help them share their workshops and let me do that, share it with my community. So just collaborating that way, joining with them, sharing things that I do with their communities, because really everything's about building relationships. And when you can build relationships with other people and make those connections, then everybody benefits from it. And so I don't mind sharing what I do with people, and I hope that people want to share what they do with me as well. And if we can do that with each other, then both of our communities will grow and prosperous. So I'm looking for people who may want to put their events in my newsletter, who may want to, put an article in there, or an article. I have my tribe area in my newsletter. It's real small right now, but I will feature you one month and put something in about what you do, and then put you in like a little directory where people can click on your picture and go see more about what you do. And right now I'm doing it for free. I'm just trying to build a community and share events and stuff like that. So yeah, so if you're interested, reach out to me, send me a message, and I'll let you know what I need to put in there. But I think that's a great way of, and that's what, that's what referrals is about, is just sharing, oh, I met these people and they're great. And I always consider myself an educator and a healer, because I like to educate people and heal them. But what I really found out, if you combine those two, it's connecting ideas. So if you can connect people to people, ideas to ideas, and start connecting all those dots, then you see this big, beautiful picture. Because when you do a connected dot, you don't know what it is until you start connecting all the pieces, and then it's like, voila, you have this beautiful picture. And I think that's what we can grow as a group, as a community, as the world, if we can just all be able to sit down in a safe space and talk about issues that are on our mind, and to be able to explore them, to see, without judgment. We need to be able to do it without judgment and in a loving way.
Well, I love your name. It fits you. It fits your energy. It fits your community. Beaming love and light. Yep. I mean, I admire you and what you're building, and I can't wait to get more involved. And thank you for explaining everything to us today and letting me interview you. It was wonderful. I hope that you, in your bio inside RBB, that you'll make sure that you have everything so that people can get a hold of you and sign up for your newsletter. I'm going to go and do it right now.
Yep, I'll go check that as soon as I can.
And for those of you who are in Houston, Tanya plans on coming to our Houston chapter. We have a live chapter that meets once a month, the fourth Tuesday of every month at 7:30 a.m. at Office in America. So be sure and come by and meet her if you're in the area. And when I say area, I mean anywhere from Galveston to Livingston, which is where I am, all the way, over there to Conroe and Huntsville. And I don't even know what's east, but anyway, I'm sure that if you're anywhere near that area, you would be able to make your way into meet her on the 4th.
And I'm in Humble. I didn't say that, but I'm in
right.
Humble.
You're in Humble. So yeah, you're just a stone away from me. So I have no excuse at all. Well, thank you again, and we will see you again very, very soon.